former junior featherweight world champion, former super featherweight world champion and current lightweight champion of the world from General Santos City, the fighting pride of the Philippines and #1 pound for pound fighter in the world, Manny Pacquiao. Fighting out of the red corner, wearing burgundy and gray, official weight 145 pounds. Since capturing Olympic gold, his professional record stands at 44 fights, 39 victories, including 30 knockouts with 5 defeats and 10 world titles. Ladies and gentlemen, the former junior lightweight, former lightweight, former super lightweight, former two-time welterweight, former two-time junior middleweight, and former middleweight champion of the world, the Golden Boy from East LA, OscarDelahoya.
They call this a dream fight, a good dream, a bad dream, an exciting dream. Let's find out.
Known him, but he's fighting a very intelligent fight.
He takes a straight left hand and a right hook from Pacquiao and seems intent on retaliating, but already Pacquiao shows you that he wants to move in, move out quickly. Move in, land a flurry, move back out of Delahoya's range. 2 graphic impressions from round 1. They're simple. Delahoya is so much taller, Pacquiao so much faster. And now Delahoya nails Pacquiao momentarily against the ropes and catches him with a left hook to the body.
Here's a right to the jab, but right now Manny is hitting him with his punches off.
That momentarily shocked Oscar.
I think the speed has been bothersome for Oscar throughout the round, who simply can't believe how easily Pacquiao snakes his left hand right through the middle of Delahoya's guard. Delahoya lands a left hook. Pacquiao gets away.
Right here you see what surprised me and has been probably the most effective punch. The little left-hand lead of Manny's is he shoots right between the gloves of Oscar.
The lead left hand, starting his offense with it, as he's doing there, shows how much he's progressed as a tactician.
One thing that you mean is very obvious. OscarDelahoya has very little head movement.
He is bending his head so that there is almost no height difference between them.
Pacquiao lands a brilliant uppercut up the middle. And if round 1 was mostly Mannypacquiao,
the best weapons in the sport for over a decade.
The speed and variety of Mannypacquiao on offense, as soon as he felt his back against him. There is a big swelling outside the left eye of OscarDelahoya, the product of Mannypacquiao's right hooks. Mannypacquiao is the first southpaw OscarDelahoya has fought since September of 1997 when he fought Hector Camacho Sr. Pacquiao has dominated Delahoya in the first 2 rounds with his straight left-hand lead up the middle. Early in his career, Pacquiao always set this punch up with jabs.
It looks like a guy going up, doing a 360. 3-0. Mannypacquiao based on not only clean punching, ring generalship when he turns the guy.
And when Harold was speaking, Oscar landed a good straight right hand, but then Pacquiao came back seconds later with a flurry of left hands. The right hand has never been a super destructive punch for Delahoya. I asked Freddie Roach yesterday in our meeting, I said, have you ever seen OscarDelahoya really hurt somebody with a right hand?
And if Oscar's not going to move his head, at least he keep his right hand near the center of his face, and more he keeps it up right near the side, leaving a perfect hole for Manny to go right through, and that's what he's doing. But he doesn't jab enough.
Good body shots there by Pacquiao. And if there was doubt coming in as to whether Pacquiao could doubt anymore.
And you watch when Manny lands his left, he then moves off often to his own right. So he stays out of the line of fire. He hits it and moves away as soon as he lands it.
This is getting embarrassing.
It's an event when Delahoya dodges a left hand. And since then has retired unbeaten. Low blow by Pacquiao after he strafed Delahoya with the right hand upstairs.
What is the feeling of a fighter when he's in there with somebody who's always beating him to the punch.
This is a terrible feeling. The worst thing it is, as I say, the deal not handling speed, and he doesn't block those right hands at all. He has his right hand permanently stuck to the side of his face, and Manny just punches us like a wide open invitation.
Anything,
He has no
Emmanuel.
defense.
He's getting hit with virtually every shot that Pacquiao throws. Far more of an intelligent and tactical fight plan than I personally had expected, and perhaps more so than Dela Hoya expected as well. Well, if judges are looking for a round to give to Dela Hoya, this might be the one, although now Pacquiao rallies down the stretch. Straight left hand right up the pipe for Pacquiao. After fighting Steve Forbes in May, fighting Mannypacquiao is something entirely different from fighting Steve Forbes.
Okay, all right.
Here we see once again Mannypacquiao shooting a straight left hand right down the pipe. Direct, and that's the kind of punch that's doing the damage to OscarDelahoya's
Yeah, but still, you would think against the so-called smaller man, we'd see something more.
Well, I think Jim summed it up. There's just too much of everything. He just cannot figure out how to get into the fight, how to hold him off, how to get to him. It's too much of everything tonight.
Maybe trying to lay a trap, but Manny is too smart and too fast for it.
This fight's going to probably end up being stopped.
Mannypacquiao is annihilating OscarDelahoya. And in the 7th round, Dela Hoya has 0 answers for the Pacquiao assault.
No, he cannot do anything. He can't
Pacquiao is making Dela Hoya look old, slow, ineffectual, as though he is a sparring
Manny
partner.
Pacquiao would become the Henry Armstrong of this era. Right now, he's looking like the immortal Armstrong.
And Oscar is barely throwing back. You wonder if Tony
Weeks.
Weeks is thinking of stopping the fight.
Yes. Who's looking
Hard
entirely at
shots.
Oscar.
Dela Hoya hasn't been down, but that may be the only thing that's keeping Weeks from stopping it. Oscar's left eye is almost closed. An embarrassing 7th round comes to a close. Embarrassing for Dela Hoya. Exciting for Pacquiao.
Right here you see Pacquiao landing punch after punch, and it's not so much just the way he's landing them. The body language and position of Dela Hoya's body is that of a man that's defeated. It's passive. He looks like
Supernaturally big welterweight, Antonio Margarito. All right, Larry, you envisioned this one. Could you see Pacquiao against Margarito?
No, and he himself says he's going back to 140 after this fight. This could be the end of the fight here.
Yeah, Oscar has no defense at all. His body.
Tony Weeks has a tough decision in front of him. There's a lot of glory and a lot of money in OscarDelahoya's past, but he's getting beaten up here.
We're going to stop it. Better we stop it. It's our decision, Oscar. It's a decision that we have to take. There's no reason to continue with this. He's too fast. Are you okay? Are you with that? You agree?
The official time at the end of round 8, referee Tony Weeks calls a halt to the bout. The winner by TKO victory, and still the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, the fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.